Welcome to Charm School. I'm Anna Griffin, and this is our bookmark dies made easy. Now, when you're thinking about gifting somebody in your life that loves to read with a hardcover book, or even if you're like me, that I love to tear things out of newspapers and magazines because I am still old school that way, I want to put something special with those thoughts when I send them on. This is the easiest way to do that. The bookmark dies, there's 4 different types. This is our standard one. This is one that acts like a paper clip and goes over the page but gives you a wonderful icon at the top. And this is a fancy corner that goes over the corner of the book page. Now, we have shown you inside our die set how to make those work, and if you were needing some paper planning inspiration, our technical illustrations, they do just that. But here, I have one of my my earlier books, and how much fun is it to go right to the page where we start to look at some of those first paper pleating projects, right? I want to go back there so my bookmark stays there. Now, if we're looking here, where we have monogrammed and pleated a project from those early scrapbook pages, this is that bookmark that does act like a paper clip. I love this, right? This could be a whole set of gifts on its own. Now, from here, I think I did mark one with a corner. Yes, I did. There we go. Now, that is going to give you a very fancy placeholder, and this would work even on a card if you wanted to use it as a pocket. So fantastic. Now we're going to make this one. We're going to make the standard one today, and so pretty. I think that if you see the project on the landing, the photo of the project on our landing page on our website, you'll see one of my favorite photos that I've taken all year of our projects. And so there's a little stack of pink French readers that are all water stained, and they're just good for photo shoots. But the bookmarks, they're all in those antique books with a beautiful old world platter that, every time I look at the photo, I think this is just lovely. All right, so it's not about that, right? It's about making this little bookmark. So plan your papers. That's what I would say. I like the fact that we've got the bouquet, the heavy part of the flower, at the bottom. Now, I'm using a double-sided piece of cardstock, so it's going to be pretty on the front and the back. And you always want to think through that. You want to make sure that you are, if you're doing a bookmark, it shouldn't just be the front only. Okay, so we have our base, and the die punches the little hole so that you could put a tassel through that, you could put ribbon through that. We've used both types of satin ribbon. And then this is the decorative die, and that's going to go on a nice little piece of gold cardstock. I'm also going to cut it out of the pink so that we have gold on the front and pink on the back. And that just makes it, if you love to read, you know that if your bookmark is if mine's facing gold, I know that I'm almost at the end of the chapter. If the pink side is up, I'm just starting the chapter. Isn't that a fun way to keep up? All right, so you would weed your die cut so that this was all clean, and then go back and cut the second one out of the second color. Okay, so just plan your cuts according to your favorite papers, and then we're going to take that lovely base, and I'm going to show you here how we would do that. We're going to take the gold one, and we've put little tiny pieces of foam adhesive along the edges so that you can't see them through the die cut. And then it's embossed the little design on the inside, and we did that in one pass. Flip it over and add the pink to the back. And then we want to make sure that everything stays nice and together in what we're working with so that your gift becomes something that someone can use for many years. Okay, so as we're just doing a little cascade of die cuts, that's really fun. You can decorate the front and the back. We're going to use a little gold foil. Maybe we want to add even just a little bit more. I like that lavender underneath the gold foil. And then adding a little bow at the top does kind of finish it off. This does look like something that you might buy in a store, right? I do think this needs a little more something. If you fold your ribbon, we're using about 8 inches or 10 inches of ribbon, double face satin. Fold it in half and thread it through the mouth of the hole. And then before you pull it all the way through, you're going to take the ends of the ribbon and go right through the loop and pull straight up and back. And then I would trim this to make this just a little shorter because that's a lot of extra ribbon. But then the gift is complete. Now, you just have to decide what you're going to read. As if you're looking at all the papers in your craft room, this is a great project for any of your scraps. Adding a little tassel is fun. The paper clip ones are great if you do double cuts and then allow the design to be 3D on the top. You can inlay papers to create that little mug of get well wishes if you want to, or a fancy tea. And imagine a reading nook in a beautiful old home, right? The pockets, again, you definitely want to use a double-sided piece of cardstock. The page goes right in there. And then this, I think, is a very clever little card. It's a birthday card with the bookmark that's removable so that it can go inside your gift. And that's beautiful in the making.